Greetings, salutations, that's what we're doing. We're talking about... Well, when we look back at the past, we sometimes say, hey, this was a thing. And it was a successful thing. In this case, we're looking at the film Spy Kids.
Check it out. Thank you, Carmen. We'll see him again. Just like they said. Oh, so this time we're supposed to believe them.
And it's not from the nice. Well, it's from the early 2000s, so 2001. In this case, Spy Kids. It was strange. Honestly, like, when it comes back to it, the film had a huge cast. Heck, the film was directed by Robert Rodriguez. It starred Antonio Banderas, Carla Gigo, Alan Cummings, Terry Hatcher, Cheech Marin, Danny Trejo, Robert Patrick, Tony Shalhoub, Alex Vega, and Daryl. And what actually happened in this movie? What actually happened in Spy Kids? Well, what happened is, basically, two retired spies end up getting kidnapped. Basically, they end up going on a mission and then end up held hostage by a crazed inventor known as by crazed television show who also makes goofy things known as Floop.
It's a cool, cool world, all you little boys and girls, and some mean, nasty people want to have you for their supper. But if you follow me, you can all be free, free. You can all be free. It's a bird on a big TV. If you dream, if you dream, if you dream, my dream.
Played by Alan Cumming. And basically, it's up to the kids, in this case, Judy and Carmen, to go out and try to save their parents, while on the way having to fight back against a bunch of other spies, and as well as having to end up meeting up with their uncle Machete, played by Danny Trejo. And yes, honestly, when you think when you look back at this film, you feel like, especially when it comes to kids' films nowadays, sometimes you always will have, like, as the years, like, the 2000s and 2010s would go forward, you think, like, say, ugh. Sometimes you'd have those kid films that weren't just not good, that were just, like, say, ugh, groan-inducing.
Hey, look at me, guys, I'm ready!
Walk this way!
You see, talk this way, just give me a kiss!
This is not one of them. This is a film where, like, say, okay, yes, as a parent, you're probably, like, say, I'm just watching this for the kids, but, like, when you're looking back at it, like, watching it, you feel like, say, oh, okay, this is trying to just be a goofy family film, like, that is just trying to be, like, okay, remember all the spy movies that we watched as, like, you'd watch as, like, your parents would watch? This is trying to be a sin-up of it. Whether it is, like, say, the parents, like, say, trying to, go through the halls, or the bad guy, or, heck, even the big wedding day where it looks like everyone is trying to get noticed whenever they're having their stunt sequences. Like, all the crews just jumping forward. And
But together, they made tempting targets.
like, say, whoa! But honestly, I gotta say, when it comes down to it, the actor that is just having the most fun in the film is Alan Cumming as Floop. Vegan Floop. Who is just... He is just, like, most goofy, like, and, like, television host and the fact that he has, mutated spies, and as well as has his own minions that are just like, say, when you first look at me, think, say, how did this get through? Like, it's just like, say, not a total nightmare, but the thumbs are just, when you think about it, like, it's one of these. And at the exact same time, you're just trying to you're just like saying, I wouldn't want to see them at the night, but at the same time, you're kind of like, giggling at yourself for a second. But at the same time, when it comes to, we also have the actor Tony Shalhoub in the film, who is just, at times, when it's revealed that, Alexander, he is trying to go over the top, basically when he's trying to overtop, Cummings in the role, basically it's like,
Explain.
The mutated agents, the robot kids, those aren't my ideas, they're yours.
So what?
Well, I think that's why they're not working.
Not yet, they're not. But you see, I now have the third brain. I don't need you anymore.
Minion?
I assure you it's Mr. Minion now. And you, Floop, have served your purpose. Children, lock him in the virtual room.
how can you I can overtop you any day of the week, Cummings! I mean, overall, as the film goes on, Judy and Carmen, they're basically end up saving the day, and as well as whenever they have the opportunity to have goofy moments. There's one moment fun. Okay, this is just goofy. They end up flying through a department store, and then a bunch of jetpacks go for there, and then Felix say, wait, no one is paying attention. No one's paying attention except for one child actor. The parents are just say, I wonder if this fits me. And so, yeah, I mean, honestly, when you think about it, yes, the Spy Kids films, the first one, is entertaining. But maybe eventually we'll look at the other films. I mean, heck, you can watch them now on Paramount Plus, so that's always good. See you next time.